Alright, what's going on, guys? It is time for a weekly recap. It's been a while. It's been a while since I even made a normal video like this, but the Black Ops 4 beta dropped, so of course I had to talk about that. I was only planning on making one video, but I had a lot to say, man, so I made two. I still have more that I would like to say, but it's not even worth it, man. It's whatever. So anyways, we got a normal video for today. We have two very interesting stories to talk about. I guess we'll start out with the Fortnite one. That's a little bit less serious. I don't have that much to say about it, but apparently parents across the world are starting to pay for tutors to help their kids develop skills at Fortnite Battle Royale. Out of all the things in the world that your child might need tutoring for, I feel like Fortnite is pretty far down the list. Like, you couldn't get him a fucking math tutor or something. Like, I'm sure he's not getting straight A's in school. Like, why don't you get him a tutor for fucking history? Something useful, right? I mean, I guess on one hand, I will say, at least it's kind of cool that gaming in general is finally being more widely accepted as a career choice, because when I was a kid, my parents hated that I was playing video games so much, you know what I mean? There would be no way that they would be buying me a fucking Call of Duty tutor, right? So I guess it's cool that gaming is being taken a little bit more seriously, but come on, man. I hate to break the news to you. I know, like, parents don't really understand much about gaming, but if your kid needs a tutor to be good at Fortnite, he wasn't going anywhere in the first place. Like, that's kind of just something you gotta learn on your own. You have to put the work in. Like, do you think any of the Fortnite professional players out there hired a fucking tutor to get better? That's how they got to where they're at? Hell no. They grinded the game. They put in the work. Actually, I doubt that there's ever been a professional player in the history of any video game that hired a tutor so that they could get to where they are. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe there are people out there that do that, but I doubt Shroud hires a tutor so that he can get good at all of these fucking games, man. I'm just saying, if your kid needs a tutor, he had no potential in the first place. Like, that's just the harsh reality of it. So on one hand, like I said, it's cool that they're trying to take it serious or whatever, but this ain't it, man. This is not the way to do it. And in case you were wondering how much these tutors are actually making, it's pretty good money. They're making $20 an hour. That's pretty fucking good, man. The only issue I would imagine with this career choice as a Fortnite tutor is you'd probably struggle to get enough hours. Like, you're not going to get 40 hours a week, right? You're not going to get a full-time Fortnite tutoring job. Although, you know, someone like Ninja or whatever like that, they could probably get enough clients to do that. But, like, why would he even waste his time doing that? That would be a significant downgrade in how much money he's making. So I feel like the only people that would, like, see this as a good opportunity are people that are not huge streamers. But the counterpoint to that is you probably wouldn't be able to get enough clients. So I mean, it'd probably be like a nice little side job, you know. It's definitely better than going out and getting a quote-unquote real job, you know what I'm saying? You're probably getting paid more, and it's a million times more comfortable, right? So, you know, it's a nice little job if you can get it to work. I'm not gonna lie. $20 an hour is good money, especially considering, like, what you're doing, right? I don't know, man. It's cool what they're doing with gaming, but, you know, they're just so unfamiliar with the territory that they don't really understand how things should work. The last thing your 8-year-old kid needs is a Fortnite tutor, man. Like, that's not gonna help him. So anyways, let's move on to the bigger story here, right? So apparently they discovered a secret Eugene training facility in New Mexico. Now, when I say those words to you, Eugene training facility, you might be a little bit confused. Like, what does that mean? But yes, that means exactly what you think it means. The suspected child abductor found last week with 11 children and 4 other adults at a squalid New Mexico compound had trained at least one of the minors to use an assault rifle in preparation for a school shooting. Prosecutors said in court documents filed on Wednesday. The children, who officials have said were between the ages of 1 and 15, were taken to the compound by some adults for the purpose of receiving weapons training for future acts of violence, the document said. Where do we start with this one, man? What the fuck? First of all, this is one of the most fucked up things I have ever heard. Like, this ain't a normal Eugene, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't just Eugene getting mad one day, getting dad's AK out the closet. He don't even know how to use it. He got the extended clip. He just spraying. This is different, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like brainwashing these kids at a young age, kidnapping them and brainwashing them and training them, sending them off to a school with the whole fucking game plan and shit. They got the blueprints. Like, this is just crazy, man. This doesn't even make any sense. You're just coming after innocent children, right? This has no logic behind it. It's one thing if Eugene gets bullied every single day at school, and on the 100th straight day of getting bullied, he's like, you know what? I'm tired of these kids bullying me, man. It's time for my revenge tour. I'm not saying it's justified, but at least I understand why he may do that. That makes sense. But for this, I mean, there ain't nothing behind it, man. It's just straight up evil. I'm happy I'm done with school, man. Y'all really gotta be careful out here. No joke, all roasting aside, I'm assuming most of y'all are probably still in school. High school, college, middle school, whatever. I'm assuming there's no like 8-year-olds watching me. If there are any 8-year-olds watching this video, turn it off. You shouldn't be watching this video. But y'all gotta be careful, man. Don't get caught lacking out here. Like, when I was growing up and going to school and stuff, this shit didn't really happen. Or at least I didn't hear about it, you know what I mean? Maybe we just didn't know because social media and just media in general, especially the internet, was not as advanced as it is today. So maybe this stuff was going on and we just didn't know about it. But it just seems like as we progress day by day, the more and more you hear about stuff like this shit is just crazy, man. This is just one camp that they found. Like, you're crazy if you don't think there are more of them out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guarantee you there are more of these places out there, probably even crazier ones at this that we don't even know about yet, and that's kind of scary low-key to like think about that. But that's pretty much it for the video. Out of all the crazy Eugene stories that we've ever covered on this channel, I have to say that this is the craziest one yet. They are basically ranking up these Eugenes to master prestige, you know, they're training them for a few years and then sending them out into the world, to the battlefield. You know, that's a whole new level right there. Like, usually Eugene got to rank up on his own, you know what I'm saying? He got to go out there as a recruit and get his own XP, you know what I'm saying? They're training them, you know, they're putting them in the combat training course and they're teaching them, and then they're sending them out there fully qualified, you know? I mean, that sounds kind of fucked up that I'm like making that analogy, but that's literally what's happening here, right? I don't know, man. It's a whole nother level, man. Shit is pretty crazy nowadays. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the video, man. That's all we got to talk about this week. As always, if you want to recommend me any stories, because I had like 35 people recommend me this Eugene story, and probably like the same amount for the Fortnite story. That's how I got both of these. So as always, if you see any interesting stories that you think I would want to talk about, just tweet me the link, and if I like it, I will turn it into a video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day, and peace out.
Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.